Yeah, that's this. We're starting right. Uh, I'm Anthony. This is the ADLR Podcast. Joined with Brian and Randalius here.
Mm,
I can't get this thing to sit still.
The mic?
Yeah,
Did you unscrew
the
the
screws are loose now, so and you can't tighten them.
like? It's not like a Phillips or a flathead.
Yeah, no, let me see.
I mean, you can
No,
go.
it's you would have to see it. I can't really explain it.
Okay, so you have to hold it now. You have to go out like this.
No, I mean, I'm like putting the wire under it so that it can kind of hold it in place.
Okay. Speaking of mics and stuff, should I replace this one with one of the ones you left here? Since I have like 6 mics now.
if you want, test
Well,
it.
oh, I don't know if you like knew off rip if it's better than the AT 2020s.
I mean, since you're not doing any performing, you're not singing or doing anything like that. I mean,
I mean, off camera I
SM7,
am.
SM7s are good for, I mean, just speaking. You can try it. I mean, it might solve an issue you will have, or like you shouldn't be. It wouldn't be capturing too much around you.
They're
Those are
not
more so like pointed fucking mics.
okay. Then I might try that out because this one is really sensitive, and even Janana sitting on her station saying something. I mean, it picks it up, so I might swap it. I mean, it's the same thing like XLR
Yeah.
interface. Okay, I just hope it should mount onto this. If not, I'll figure it out. I'll just try it throughout the week or something. Well, I guess tomorrow, since if we're doing the Neo thing, I just gotta remember to swap the mic.
Swap it. You're gonna have to put up the gain compared to that because they're power horse SM7s.
Oh, I was gonna mention, is it still condensed or not, or a condenser, or is it
No,
dynamic?
it's a dynamic mic.
Ooh, new toy to play with. And then yeah, if you're listening to this we have already done the 24-hour charity stream for Extra Life. So I would like to, on behalf of everybody who participated, thank you for donating, being a part of it, sticking around if you did, even passing by, or telling other people. We appreciate it. We hit 20 by the end of the stream. It was $2,115. That is now our personal best. By ours, I mean the channel, right? Or the account. You know what I mean?
It's not too late to donate 1,400 and then watch a recording of me shaving my head.
That is correct. The goal is. Oh damn, popping a cold one, huh?
Shit.
Damn, bro. You sponsored or you gotta hide the logo?
It is hidden.
Oh, I saw it.
No.
Oh, my bad. What did you just plug? Damn, bro. What is that bad? He made the most. He made the most. I
It's
don't
lemon.
like.
It's lemon flavored, like seltzer water, but yeah, what? It's like someone just dabbed their lung in this.
Okay. What's that mean?
It's just like lemon or water.
La water?
None of it.
La mater?
It's like like when you come out at like you sleep and you go out to your car, and I guess it was really cold before, and then now it's not, and then your car's all wet.
Okay.
It's like they put that in this.
That's water.
Like I'm drinking just car condensation.
Isn't that?
Condensation.
Wouldn't that still be water?
Yeah, but not drinking water.
Okay.
The hell are we talking about? Yeah, so everybody donate $1,400, and then you can see me bald one time.
Yeah, the goal is still 3,500 for the end of the year. So you have about a month and 25 days, if that. What did I just say? No.
A month and 25
Yeah,
days.
that's not. I'm an idiot. It's a month and like
fuck?
20 days. My apologies.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It'll be
5,
December.
6,
It'll be your
7.
birth. A month and 20 days from now is your birthday.
You have 7 Mondays.
There we go. You have 7 Mondays to go in the year. Make sure to go ahead and donate, and we'll record it. Speaking of which, that's something I did learn. Learning lessons for future events. If I'm gonna do something that's not me sitting here playing a video game, I'm gonna pre-record it and just stream it live, like it's a pre-recorded show. Cause setting up the wing stuff and the swapping in between, I'm like, I don't want to mess with that during a live show, right? I'd like to have that recorded and then just play the video. So if we ever do another like segment like that in the future, I'll definitely have it pre-recorded, and then it'll go live during the event, and then it's already cut up and stuff. So I could upload it as a separate video right away.
It's a lot more coordination.
It's less coordination.
Not really, because now you need to have people there at a certain time as opposed to like, being able to do it whenever somebody arrives.
That's the problem. That leads into my second problem, because there was no time. We put up a bunch of games that we were down to play, and there was no, hey, this time to this time do this time do this time to this time we're going to be the wings, because the wings was such a question mark on when it was going to happen, when people are arriving, right? Like, that's another I try not to be that anal about the time stuff, but going forward we're going to have to do it, because I don't want people installing a bunch of games. Oh, we might play this, and I'd rather just, hey, this is what we're sticking to, hour, maybe 2 hours per game, and then cycle it out.
Or just doing it in blocks. So like the way that I mean, not exactly the same, but like GDQs do it, where there's like, oh, this kind of thing block.
Oh yeah, like an
we can start
FPS
with
block or
this,
something.
yeah.
That's still, you would still need to know the time. It's a FPS
Right.
block, but like within this
But
this block, we're doing Apex first, then Battle Bid, then Dark Side, and then Couch Fun, Overcooked, Jackbox, Party Animals, stuff like that. Because we put a lot of we put like maybe 12, 13 games on that game pool, that sheet that I made, and everybody started contributing to it, and we played 3 games the entire day.
I mean, a lot of it is also what usually happens, where everybody's down for everything, but then some people sleep. The sleep schedules or whatever the schedules are kind of just limits what you can do at the time.
That's why
Which
timetable would
which
be,
goes into your block thing.
yeah. If we block it out, then they don't have to be there the whole day. They can sleep whenever they want. Just be there for the block. But again, that's for next year. I'll just have to go back to my director of control, the director of the Federal Bureau of Control mode, and just, this is what we doing this time. If you're there, cool. If not, you're not. And that's to approach it that way. We're not wasting time or again, effort, and let's make sure we have all this stuff installed. Let's say, what do we want to play and stuff, and then just disregard all of it, because I mean, we put a lot of work into that sheet of games, and 3 of them, right? So it's like, okay, well then what was the point?
I think for next time you should have a second. If it's the same setup, have another camera or plural already set up, because it more stuff to clip for content.
Then a goal would be to make a capture computer specifically for capturing everything, like a stream PC or something.
You have a bunch of Frankensteinable things.
That's true. It's just I need also hard drive space. I'll have to set all that up. It'll have to be like a content PC, is it? Like a content creation PC. So I'll Frankenstein some stuff together and see what I can come up with.
I mean, we have plenty of audio recording devices to set up anything that we want to, which is a nice thing if we want to experiment other things to do.
But for any other segment, it's gonna be pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's cool to have those cool segments, and hey, we're gonna be back. In the meantime, check out this, and it's like, I know I have 30 minutes before I need to get back, right? So if I need to go take a piss, just step away for a bit. I have content already there, and it's still entertaining people. Or I can just sit and chat while that's happening, right?
Mm-hmm. Like the other thing, like for example, that could be done is like, how before, I mean, you mentioned that you wanted to do your little tournament things again, around robin things again, but we never actually found a game to do it with. If
Yeah.
you were to do it for the, what's it called, and you had multicam or whatever, you can have a cam up where you are for commentators, and then where your old couch is, that is like the station or something
That's way
along
too
those
far.
lines.
Where the couch where the old couch is, that's way too far. I don't think I might have an Ethernet, because I remember you did use one for the one LAN party we did here. I think I still have that in the what would you say, the hardware shelf or closet,
Yeah, the fucking equipment locker.
the fucking
What's
micro
funny
center
is
that I have in the closet.
I think that's actually closer to the room you're in now than your living room
It
because you
was,
just run it right out. So
and
I think
just hang it
hmm
most likely.
it was just ideas.
But
I enjoyed it. Uh, Definitely room for like optimization of things, but I mean that goes with just I guess putting more pre-planning or anything like that. But I mean it was enjoyable.
um, I did end up blacking out in the middle of like near the last 2 hours when we were playing Overwatch. If you watch the VODs, look at our last couple of matches. I'm just staring up into space and like my character's just looking up or looking down, and I'm just fighting to sleep. But I mean, I
I,
didn't. We pulled through at the end.
I only started to feel it. I think when you guys were playing Tetris,
Well, yeah, because
I
at
think it was
that
a little
point
bit
you weren't stimulated anymore. Like you with keyboard and mouse, you can kind of keep your body going.
like a good 3 minutes. I just started commentating as a as with a country accent just to have something to do.
That's one of the things where it started like I knew what you were saying, and then it turned into the Peanuts movie. 'Cause I'm like, he's saying something, but none of it's landing right now. For all I know, you could have just been insulting me in rhythm, and I didn't even know. But again, we passed last year's goal, or we passed last year's amount by an extra $400, so I'm super happy. Hopefully, we can keep that momentum and keep getting more and more.
7 Mondays. Look at all this hair.
That's a lot of hair that can go away. You can make a jacket with that hair.
Hat. Look at all this. All gone. I could be. You can make me stronger
That's true. Brian's been
with
looking for
bald
that
buff.
bald buff. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and I enjoyed my time with using Twitch. That was stable as hell. I didn't have like barely any dropped frames and stuff the entire time. The ingest was working fine. I don't think we got a complaint like the video skipping or anything. Uh, we'll see. I might just go back to streaming on Twitch and just using the YouTube as the VODs. And they have a bunch of like cool little features for them, like analytics and stuff that I started digging into today. Changes for chat, way ahead of stuff that's in YouTube. Which I mean they've been, and it's just that YouTube hasn't updated frequently enough where I'm like, oh, you guys aren't even catching up, right?
I don't even know if you can say they're so far ahead as so much to say that YouTube's so far behind.
There you go.
If that makes
That's a
sense.
yeah. That is exactly what it is. YouTube is still so far behind. They were making some like they were progressing little by little, and now I haven't heard any cool additions to the YouTube Studio. Besides, oh, you can do AV1, which is huge, but the other stuff like analytics on game categories and stuff like it's not. Where Twitch is built for, hey, we're here to stream games. Where YouTube is like, we're here to just stream.
We're here to. You can make whatever kind of content.
Yeah. Sort of. Anyway. And it had extensions and stuff. I was looking into that and new extensions, and I'm like, okay. You can add overlay stuff that you can like share your like socials and stuff on top of it without having to feed it through your, through OBS. It's cool stuff. Since it's been so long since I've been there. That's it. That's kind of our lessons learned there for the extra life. I did pass out for a bit until I guess why was it that Forrest barked at someone who was at the door? Oh, I think they're trying to send me solar panels or something. I didn't even open the door. So I looked at her shirt and it looked like there's something about it, solar panels. I'm like, I know I did not just get woken up after 24 hours of doing this because somebody just did not look at my fucking roof to see that I already have solar panels, right?
I heard her barking. I was in and out as per usual. I didn't sleep solid there, and then we went downstairs, and then somewhere between us going downstairs and me picking what we're ordering on your phone,
Yeah.
it was, and Spider-Man was on, and like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because we ordered the food and I'm like, I was going through the movies I had and I'm like, I haven't seen No Way Home in a while. So I started it and then I had to go take a massive fucking shit. And then while I took so long the shit in the shitter, Janana thought I was sleeping. So she's like, I'm just gonna stop the movie because Brian's passed out. and she's like, I'm gonna pass out, and Anthony I think he passed out on the toilet or something.
I remember her like saying, I think she's like nobody's watching this, and then she turned it off and then left, and then I just went upstairs and then
Hold on, she's calling me. I'm gonna put her on speaker immediately.
so you got to tell her first.
Hello, hi, you're on the ADLR podcast. Oh, she fucking ended it right away. She
She
probably.
knew.
Oh, I waited. I just stared at it ringing. I'm like, should I do that or not?
Gotta stay ready.
Well, I hope she's not in danger. That was the call right there. If I would have known, I could just fly over there and knock her out. Not her.
Oh.
They.
Yep.
She needs
You
help,
heard it here.
and I fly over to knock her out to knock out the assailant.
She's gonna need more help after you go over
Yeah.
there.
Hey, help me, babe. No problem. And I just go and swing at her.
Help her sleep.
Yeah. Holy shit. That I don't even know what the hell we're talking about anymore. Oh, the sleeping stuff. But then once I had that couple hours sleep before solar panel guy decided to destroy my day. Excuse me. I was pretty much good to go. I don't remember what the hell I did afterwards. Oh, we just started cleaning up. I think I started putting things away and putting my setups back how they were. Which didn't take that long. And then I uninstalled a bunch of the games that we definitely didn't play. I got to reinstall like Lies of P and stuff because I uninstalled it to make room for the other extra games.
Lies of penis.
Yeah, I still don't think I'm done with that tutorial level. I haven't fought a boss yet, so you know how like most Souls like are like you play for a bit and then you fight the boss and then either die or like I don't know, like the tutorial area or beginning area.
Hmm.
I'm still in the beginning.
Since the day you bought it, and I've yet to hit play on it.
I mean, I recommend it so far. All I played was it feels a little faster though than like Elden Ring. So
That's how Bloodborne felt.
I don't know if
Dark
it's
Souls.
I don't know if it's like Bloodborne. So I know you guys told me that's fast. Bloodborne's really fast.
It's faster. I mean, it's not like
Now, have you quoted here? Yesterday saying this is the fastest Souls like. Care to comment?
wrong.
Oh shit!
I need to throw his underwear away.
What?
I need to throw his underwear away.
Why?
I can feel. I can feel my balls out right now.
Because they're so big? Your balls or your underwear?
The hole in it.
What size is that? Like what?
It's underneath. It's in the gooch area.
The hole for where you didn't put it on backwards?
No, like it's a whole tear in my underwear.
Oh, you should definitely get rid of that underwear. That's not like you ripped it yourself.
I felt the breeze. I was like, what the fuck?
That's insane. Yeah, you should definitely throw that away. What the hell are we talking about? I'm still not 100% recovered because I mean I slept a bit, but it's to wake up to work and then it was non-sleep for 24 hours and sleep a normal amount to just start work again, right? So I'm not 100% there.
Yesterday and this morning, while driving to work, because the sun's out, I'm like, am I going home? And then I looked at the time, and then it said an hour later than what I thought. So I'm like, I'm late, and I looked at my watch, and I was like, what the hell's going on? So both times I had a back-to-back panic moment.
Yeah, that's something as well. Now, but that's it. Before I'm finished working out, it's getting like it's like sundown. So like it's not a much. Don't need. No, gracias. She was just
She's
calling
at
this
Publix.
Wawa close. What was I gonna say? She said got me. No, she didn't. Look. Anyway. What was I gonna mention? Oh, this week's crumble cookies. Cookies and cream, bro.
What?
This week's crumble cookies is cookies and cream.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm
How
gonna
long?
know it. What do you mean how long? It's always a week long.
When does it rotate?
Every Monday. So your last day would be Saturday or Sunday to get it. Anyway, damn, bro, I'm all over the place today. What were we talking about? Well, your balls going through a hole. What was it?
Yeah, there's a hole in my under where my balls are out.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what we talked about after. Uh,
The other ball.
no.
Oh,
What the hell were we talking about?
being bald. If you donate 1,400 before
Make-
7 Mondays from now.
Yes, go ahead and donate to that. Just search Split Screen Losers at extra.life.org. I don't know what the hell we're talking. Oh, Liza P, I think it was.
As a penis.
But then we're all we were talking about the daylight savings. It always happens during I think it's on purpose. It's like the weekend of November, and that's usually when the daylight savings happens. That's something I do need to. Another lessons learned for Extra Life is make sure to ask the Monday afterwards off, so I can have like a day to recuperate instead of getting back to it. Because boy, leg day on Monday was not the same. I feel like I broke my legs.
Oh, I went up in weight.
Oh, then that's all you need.
Or just.
You need hectic sleep schedule to get stronger.
Oh no. I gotta get a hectic sleep schedule.
Yeah. Imagine
So
with bald buff thrown in a mix. You're just gonna lift the equipment that's holding the weight.
Honestly, dude. That's what's keeping me from being Xeno. Is my
Shit.
hair.
Whoops.
Somehow my whole body's on the same memo because my beard's bald.
Oh, snap.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be Frieza. Same height.
You are racist too.
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What was I gonna mention? I don't know why racism thought about this, but I listened to the Burna Boy album.
Racism thought about this.
Yeah, the whole ideology of racism. And I thought I was listening to a bunch of albums that are like top picks for the year, and Burna Boys was on there, so I'm like, I'll listen to it. Solid.
I
Some
couldn't
good.
listen to it, but I like him.
Yes, solid. It's one of those I like the album because it's like consistent, and he's got some really nice tracks on there. So if you haven't,
I watched his set at Coachella.
oh okay, I don't think I did for this year's.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. I wonder what was on at the same time.
Did you send me a location?
He's got some cool ones. He has 21 Savage featuring on one of them, and he's got J. Cole on another one, and I forgot what the third one was. But he has some pretty dope tracks on there. And I heard Becky G's album.
Beckage.
I thought she was like primarily a reggaeton artist, and
She's pop.
not from this album. This album she went straight Grupo Frontera or something. Like it was just it went straight I don't know if it's called Mexican music, but like ranchero, like country. I don't know what it's called.
I guess
like
ranchero music.
Yeah, like Mexican band music. I don't know. I don't know
There's
the
like
proper
a lot
term.
of different subgenres and like that kind of sound of things. Because there's like cumbia that's kind of like it. There's like ranchero music, like you said. Mariachi music.
Okay, it's a mix of that, and she does really well. She has great voice and good range in terms of like her, what's it called?
She was at Coachella too.
Yeah, but I didn't catch hers either. So I think
I watched hers.
Yeah, I think every time there was the ones you're mentioning, there was something else I was watching. Because I always had to stream up, and watching one stage because I was looking for a specific artist. It might have been Vince Staples that was on when one of those were on because he was on earlier.
Vince.
Or because he
I
did
don't think
perform.
Vince was there.
Vince wasn't there. Hold on.
I don't remember seeing his name at all.
Then I'm tripping.
I had it when I was watching. I had every single stage up, and then randomly I just go to the next, like just see what's on. That's how I was watching.
Oh, that was 2022 then.
You tweaking, man.
Lineup. What the hell was it then? He wasn't there. I'm losing it.
I'm pretty sure I would have stopped what I was doing to watch if it's Staples. That is.
Let's see. It's damn. There's a lot of. There was a lot of what's it called there. A lot of stages.
There's like
Oh
5 or 6.
no, disregard that. He definitely was not there. I don't know. The guy named Chris Stussy was on there.
SG Lewis might have been. I know Catronado was because that was my most memorable set of watching. Kenny Beats had a set that I enjoyed.
Yeah, he was at like at 5 p.m. Central, or I think I don't know if that's Central or
It's Pacific.
Pacific. Thank you. Glorilla? No, I don't even know. I don't even see where the hell was Becky G at.
I don't remember which one. It was daytime when she was out though.
That's insane.
Rosalia's. I saw Rosalia's as well.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the main Coachella stage ones.
Saw Blackpink. Saw
She-
Burna Boy, like I mentioned.
That's
I watched
why
Gorillaz.
I saw SG Lewis during Becky G. No, but never mind. Because who was I watching then? I don't remember. Because Becky
Watched
G
some
started
French
at
lady.
5:35 to 6:20, and SG Lewis started at 60. So I don't know who the hell I was watching.
I watched both of those.
Well, I hope they get a sick lineup next year. What were we talking about? Oh, the album. Yeah, that was pretty good too. Hers was, again, consistent. It was the same type of sound the entire way through, which I'm just gravitating towards that kind of stuff now. Because, like, if you get I'm just hitting albums and hitting play and, like, and seeing what it's about. So, Burna Boys and Becky G, I definitely recommend listening to. You definitely gonna add some. Maybe you might add some. I don't know if their Guanya Bumpers playlist is still being added to, but you'll probably add a bunch from Burna Boys.
Yeah, it is. It's been more so instead of dancehall, it's been more so like reggaeton music that's being added.
To Guanya Bumpers?
Yeah.
Oh,
No
I thought
G's,
that was,
just wine your bump.
oh,
It's music to wine to. What do you mean?
I thought it was Guanya the entire time.
No, you're weird.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I'm gonna say the entire episode, so that's what we're gonna call it. Oh, I've been playing more Alan Wake 2. I haven't finished it yet, but from what I
Familiar.
played, I'm liking it a lot. They definitely fixed the combat from how again it's still a little bit weird because you still have to like flashlight on them, but instead of just aiming at him and trying to track him, you just hit a button. Be like you aim, hit the button, and then he'll just flashlight. Your flashlight meter is like sections. Like, oh, one battery has like 6 little sections. When you use it once, it just takes a section off, and you took off the darkness from them, so you can shoot them. So it's weird at first, but it's not too invasive. It's definitely a lot better than when I remember playing Alan Wake 1. I like the whole solving. The narrative is cool. There's something about the game is atmospheric. Like everything feels like everybody was in sync. The music, the level design, the shaders used, the models used, the lighting, like everything is it's a thriller, like it's with horror, like light horror elements and stuff. The only jump scares that really get me is because it's literally like full screen jump scares, because like it's happening to the characters as well. Does that make sense? Like, like if something in there, like it's like a full screen change and it's like weird sounds that come out of nowhere because it's happening to the character. Like the character reacts like, "What the fuck was that?" and they like hold their head or something. Those have been consistently just making me shit myself because the music isn't like It's not like you're playing Doom Eternal with a bunch of loud ass rock everywhere. So it's like subtle ambient stuff, and then to hear something so loud like that is what the heck. The gunshots are loud too, so it's not like John Wick where it's like you feel like you got shot, but you can tell the guy you shot this is hurting, right? You'll probably like Alan. You can play as two different characters. You can play as Saga, which is the new character, or Alan Wake. In the first two chapters, they force you to play one or the other to get the story going, and then it gets to a point where you can just swap between either of them and continue the story as that person until I'm assuming their story ends. But it's still but it's still intertwined. It's weird how to do it, but it works.
Is the game linear or is it open world?
It's so far linear, but
That'd be funny if like you leave Alan somewhere, you pick the other guy, and then you run to where he is and just shoot him or something.
Speaking of shooting, you'll probably like Alan Wake more because I mean they both get a shotgun, but Alan Wake gets this like massive dual barrel shotgun. That's like if you get shot once, how are you standing up? It's like a
You
long
have to
barrel.
dislocate each shoulder per shot.
Yeah, dude, it's like a massive biscuit. I'm like, this is Brian's character. Saga gets a shotgun as well, but I don't think it's as. I think it's like a more modern one. I don't know. I'm loving it so far. Visually looks great. The vibe is there. Dialogue is like simple, very similar dialogue to like Control and stuff. How they communicate with each other and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I've already saw myself in the game. I had already had a feeling that they were connected because I played Control and Alan Wake is in Control. But I visually saw myself, the director of Federal Bureau of Control, in the game, along with our fan favorite Darling. Do you remember Darling? The doctor, Darling. Or the scientist, sorry. Damn right, you don't remember Darling?
From the videos?
From Control, yeah, from Control's videos.
Okay.
Yeah, so he makes an appearance as well. And of course, Ati does.
The janitor?
Mm-hmm. There's a chapter for Alan's story called We Sing. Fantastic. It's like they found a way to like sum up the first game as a musical. And there's like in terms of the cutscenes, it's like a mix between live action, like the people who actually play the characters, similar to like Control, where like Darling is real. They do that. They overlay a bunch of in-game cinematics with like real cinematics, like live action, and everything is just so far so good. I'm having a great time with it. We'll see where the story goes. It's hard for me to follow because just like Control, they talk to you like you know what it is, so it takes some digging into to kind of connect some of the dots. But so far,
I hate that shit.
This one's easier to follow than Control. But if you understand Controls, you understand what's happening with this. Like, because if you understand what the objects of power is and stuff like that in Control, this starts to make more sense of why the things are happening. And I think it has to do with the typewriter. I think it's an object of power, or one of the other things. I forgot what the other term was.
Power of object.
I think it's a power of object.
Either way, it's good because the acronym objects of power is OOP.
Yeah.
The other way is POO.
That's true. There was one I think that was POW, but I don't remember what that was. Like POW or Control. Anywho, that's it. I mean, from what I played, I recommend it, but I don't know if it's gonna stick the landing. I don't think that's it. Oh, first episode of Invincible is out. I thought it was gonna be like a drop, but I keep forgetting that streaming services are just not doing that anymore. They want you to stay subscribed, so we're back to weekly shit again.
Hey, not all of them. Castlevania Nocturne all dropped.
Oh, that's true. Netflix is still kind of doing that, so. Well, sort of. Netflix I've seen drop half a season on purpose, and then, the other half's coming later this year or something, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, JoJo.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's a Netflix thing or maybe just because they weren't finished with making it. But you're right. Netflix is not doing that. But yeah, first episode's dope. Spoilers for the first season if you haven't seen it. This takes place, I think, a couple months I don't know if it's a month or a few months after the events of the ending of the first season, where Mark and his dad go toe to toe, and it just does not end well. They introduce a new villain. Whether or not he's going to be back for the whole season, who knows? Because this show does a good job of people coming in and out, and then they weave them, together. The first episode introduces them, and then of course you get what they're about, and then shit happens, and then now you're like, oh, new villain, awesome. They do a great thing with the running gag of the first season of I'm cut the title card. I'm not gonna explain what they do, but they do a good job with it this time around because everyone's in a different mode. And in this first episode, Invincible is still he's not processing this what had just happened in a healthy way, right? So it's still dragging him down. I mean, his fucking dad betrayed him and his family, everyone, right? And killed so many fucking people. So
I'm just hoping that means he leaves the lady and gets with Adam Eve.
Oh. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. It's only the first episode. I'm still hooked. I rewatched the first season recently just so I can make sure I have everything fresh, and they haven't thrown anything at me that's like, oh, remember that? And if they did, I think they have the recap in the beginning. So
Is the animation stepped up, or is it more of what it was like?
a little bit. There wasn't too many, like I mentioned, like this episode is like, hey, we're back. Not everybody's having a good time because we ended on a really bad note, right? And the first one, so it's people kind of like getting back to it because Mark and his mom are not in a good spot after what Nolan did, right? So, and there's also a weird thing, and I don't want to spoil it until you guys see it, and maybe I remember the first season wrong because I saw it happen. When you see it, we can talk about it because a character is there that I'm like, how are you there? And that's how I'll leave it at. I don't know if it's like a continuation issue or I forgot something or missed something. But you'll see when you watch it. You'll be like, what? How are you? Okay. Maybe they'll explain it later on in the season.
How long is the episode?
They're back to hours. Like all the episodes were like hour longs. So this one's like I think 50 minutes. Which at first I was kind of like salty because I'm like, oh, you're only gonna drop 4 episodes this year, and because I thought they were like 20, 30 minutes. But then I remember as I was watching the first season, I'm like, oh no, these are hour longs. So I mean, 4 hour long episodes. I'm not too mad now. And yeah, a good amount of stuff happened here because they had introduced the new, maybe might be this season's new big bad. They kind of look like it's gonna set him up that way because the power he has is seems like it could be pretty OP depending on how he uses it. Because spoilers, he was gonna use it for good until shit hit the fan, right?
Mm.
And you'll see how that turns out. Anywho, and the voice actor for that new villain, you know him. You've seen him before 1,000 times. When you hear his voice, it's probably gonna kill you, but you'll know exactly who it. Like once you look it up, you're like, him.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Fallon, and he just breaks character, and they just kept it in. He just starts giggling randomly.
He's like laughing Tourette's.
Yeah, I wonder if there is like a subset like version of Tourette's where it's just laughing, and they have a name for it.
I assume it's whatever Joker had.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know if that's real, if they made it up for the movie. I don't know.
They might have made it, or they might have been real, and they just used it for the movie. What else? There's something else that released this week, wasn't it? There was like 3 things to watch. It was Jujutsu Kaisen, Invincible, and there's something else that came out. And Loki, thank you. Did you guys already you watched it, Randall?
Watch what?
The latest episode of Loki?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian said the way it ended, he's kind of falling off again. Like he was interested in the 4th episode's ending, and then now he's questioning that last one. You doing this? You feeling the same way?
Right. No, I like it so far.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna just give him that? Like, spoilers for episode 5 of Loki. If you haven't, skip ahead like 5-10 minutes. I don't know. I don't, sort it out, I guess. What was I gonna say? Do you think it's gonna be a permanent power for him, or do you think if they fix this timeline thing, he'll lose that time slip and stuff? Because if he can control it, he can just go to people.
I think the only reason why it's happening is because he's in the TVA.
Okay. You think if he leaves, it'll be fine? Well, I mean, it was the time slipping was happening to him everywhere because he was jumping between branches.
Because he currently doesn't belong to any branch.
So when they fix it,
Yeah.
He's still.
well, yeah. Wait, hold on. He still belongs to a branch. 'Cause that's where he came from. Remember when he grabbed the Tesseract? That branch, right? Or am I missing something from the first episode? Did they like remove you when they zap you? Is that you? Is that them removing you from that branch?
When you got pruned, you're removed from a timeline.
Oh, that's right. They didn't mention that.
Then he came back the first time, and then this season he gets pruned again, and then now. That's what I'm saying. Like it's getting kind of meh.
It's getting a little messy. Maybe because he got maybe since he was pruned in the TVA, that's why he's slipping everywhere. Is that what you mean, Brandon?
Yeah.
I mean, is it a surprise who we think he's going to jump to? It's in his name, right? Because I think the episode ended with, "Oh, it's not a matter of what or when, it's who," and I'm like, so you're gonna go back to Kang because it's he who remains. So I wonder if there's a new scene with them, or does he stop? Like, that's what I think this is all gonna boil up to. It's gonna be the ending scene is gonna be in that room again, just like in the first season.
I don't think it's gonna be that Kang. I think it's gonna be Revolt. Was it Renslayer?
Oh, Renslayer, and that's when they reveal that she's a. Or did they already reveal it?
No, but
that she's like one of the. She's one of the variants or something. That's like the working rumor or whatever that she's like one of the variants, which I guess makes sense. Or I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Is I guess what I would say about that.
Those are the two people I can think of that he'll jump to. Either what you said, which makes sense, or Renslayer.
Cool. I also enjoyed Mobius's part. Him trying to sell when it cut to him trying to sell the fucking the jet ski to the dude. He's like, I'm looking. I'm not. I'm here for the donut. And he's like, "Are you sure, man? You don't want to feel it?" And I'm like, he really does not, Mobius. He really doesn't.
What if he goes back to Thanos when they had the stones?
That would be a crazy. That would be really crazy. Well, Randall, that leads into the news you got today, or the rumor or whatever that Robert Downey Jr. might come back as Iron Man. This would be the way to get him back, is if he goes far back enough that undoes it, the snap that kills him, or like you mentioned, go back to the original one.
Well, he did say that when he got control over time slipping, he said, "I can now rewrite history."
Correct. So, do you think this is their way of fixing?
I don't know if he's gonna go back that far.
Yeah, when he said back in history, I thought he was gonna just change.
That would blow my mind if he goes back to
Infinity War.
Snapped his neck.
Yeah.
I'm not saying back then. I'm thinking like, do you remember when Tony took when Captain Marvel took the thing out, the second movie? He still had the gauntlet or whatever. I'm thinking like he steals the gauntlet from Thanos. Like in one of those scenarios, that he takes it and then do something crazy with it.
Now we're getting wild with the speculation. This is the speculation that kills. This is the problem with post Endgame stuff, because now our speculation can run wild and it's not going to hit as high as that hype level because it hasn't yet, right?
That's the thing. It's like the speculation is the fun part.
Yeah.
But what sucks is
The
they play it
reality.
too safe for it to matter.
Yeah.
Like we'll be like, oh, what if it, what? And then they go with the most boring, tame option.
Oh, I don't think I talked about it last week, but I do want to shout them out with the killing scene of the girl and her crew. I thought that was really. They didn't show any of it, but I like that they committed to it, and you can like hear the screams and the crushing and stuff. I thought that was pretty
Cop
nice
out.
because we don't get that kind of stuff in these movies anymore because it's the Disney logo on it.
I thought, man,
Oh, I can't hear you anymore. I think my thing died.
this guy.
Give me a
Look at him.
sec. You guys can keep talking while I connect.
He just says it, then it
headset.
unplugs on purpose. He's not trying to hear any of that. Look at him. Now he's pretending he doesn't know how to plug it in. Look at this guy. He thinks I'm talking about something else, but and so that's why I think that I don't really like that scene. Can't even hear me still. I don't even know if he can hear me now. He's not reacting in any way.
All right.
No, you can't hear me.
Yeah, I
There
got
it
you.
is.
I got it back now. Just now.
I think that was still a cop out. I didn't like the way they did that either.
As opposed to what? To show him actually showing it?
Something
I think it was.
instead of just cut to
like-
something else and then hearing, and then
It was-
cutting to the lady that was a nurse, and then
It was definitely louder than that. It wasn't a fart. Like there was bones cracking. There was people screaming in agony, asking them to stop. It was more than just a fart.
it could have shown more.
Okay, but as with a Disney logo on it, this was way more than I expected it to be shown because it's like a off screen, like classic horror movie stuff. What you don't see on screen, you increase in your head, or your imagination destroys it. But for Brian, it sounded like a fart. So I don't know. That's weird.
The Victor Timely, that part I was not expecting.
Oh yeah, say when he ran out there and he just turned to fucking Play-Doh. I'm like, oh, okay.
That I was like, that's cool. But the thing before, I'm like,
I'm also digging that effect. I told Brian before we started recording this. I like that more than the dust. I don't know why. Having stuff literally unravel in front of you like that, I thought it was really cool. It's more unnerving for me than the dust. I don't know why.
when he was at the bar with Sylvia, I didn't think that was his goal for it.
What-
He's like, oh, she's like, well, why do you really want to do this? And he kept going down another layer of the onion, and then he's like, I just want my friends back.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think that he was gonna say, like, directly to her, like they're gonna do another romance stab.
Maybe not.
I
But
liked
even the friends thing, I think it works to his arc. I mean, this guy has gone, not this specific Loki, obviously, but up until the point of the Avengers, him taking the Tesseract, he still was an a-hole to Thor at that time. He wanted to take on the planet. Like, it's not the same one we saw by the end of by the beginning of Infinity War, because more stuff has happened since then, like Ragnarok and stuff. So Thor and him gotta kind of like patch things up. But Loki in general has just gone through so much shit that and he finally got a group, like a squad with him, right?
I think they could have just took that out and then just left his part after the doesn't want to be alone. That he performed that part really well.
It's been an interesting season so far.
A lot of ups and downs for me.
Yeah, and I like that it's only 6 episodes. Like, it's been short and sweet. Not enough time for me to be like, okay, I'm hating this now, or it's taking too long, right? Like this season has gone pretty quickly with, hey, things are exploding. Hey, we need to go get somebody. Hey, we're back. Hey, betrayal. Hey, we're killing stuff. Hey, like it's quick stuff is happening each episode, which I've been happy with.
That's the thing. I feel like nothing's happening.
Not yet.
I feel like everything's it's just filler until they show what they're leading to. That's how I feel about this season so far. The first episode is really interesting. I think 2 episodes later, I'm just like, all right, I guess something happened. And then the one before this one, I'm like, oh shit, what does that mean? Like, what does this exploding mean? And then this episode's cool, as in like he's assembling the fucking variants. And then it got weird at the end. Like, what the fuck does this mean now? I
Well,
don't know.
did you? I don't know if you ended up reading this. I put it in the movies and TV show channel. The spoiler about what the plot synopsis for Deadpool 3 is. I'm assuming you
I
didn't want.
clicked it and I read it by accident because I didn't realize what it was.
I'm pretty sure I put on there what it was. I replied to it and going, "This is a spoiler for Deadpool 3's plot synopsis." So if you clicked on it, then that's you, man. Like, okay. Well, Randall, do you know what it
okay,
is?
well, you did it underneath. You didn't put it up top. So I
Okay.
clicked it and then I went down and saw what you said.
That's not on me, fam. I did what I could because if I would have put that with the thing, you wouldn't have seen the spoiler warning.
You would, because you can put it above where you put the lines, and then it would say below is that. Like, remember, it only spoiler warnings whatever you put in the brackets.
I always do it by /spoiler.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, then we were just spoilering in different ways
But yeah, I read it to move this along.
okay. So Randall, I don't want to spoil for Randall if he's not trying to know anything about Deadpool 3. So
I want to know, what is it?
oh, you didn't see it. So that's again, it's rumored, but it's supposed to be Deadpool's helping the TVA getting the prime versions of a lot of superheroes to take on Kang.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I think this is what it's leading to. Maybe this is they get the TVA back and running, but it's not going to be run by Kang anymore. It'll be run by probably Loki or the squad that we have there, or OB, the guy who was a thief or something. I forgot his name. Frank?
I feel like it
Casey?
should be ran by Mobius.
Or Mobius, yeah. I mean, why not? He's been there for so long. He understands how a lot of stuff that works. Again, we'll see what happens. But if that's the case, then that makes sense. They've been building towards that. We need to get the TVA away from Kang, and then now the TVA has the power with the what is it, the tech pad to just start jumping between timelines and now start the hunt for like the prime army to go up against Kang and his army, right?
It's gonna be left to Sylvie
or Sylvie, right? Whichever. Because I mean, Hiddleston's been on this for so long. I don't know if he still wants to do it. And a good replacement would be, hey, Sylvie would be the new Loki, right? I mean, she is a Loki, but you know what I mean.
It's gonna be her. I mean, the whole thing is like giving people choice and letting them live their lives.
That's true.
Who my! The better oversees something than someone who wants to protect everyone's choices.
And a love-hate relationship I have is the effect of the time slipping, especially when it's abrupt.
I like it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I love how abrupt it is, and it looks and sounds painful. And shout out to Tom Hiddleston. It acts really well, especially when he tried to do it like manually, and he's doing the moves but without the effect. I'm like, okay, that's how it looks like when he's giving them the data they need to make the effect. And it looks funny, but when it's actually happening and his skin, everything's like tearing apart, I'm like, gosh, that looks painful.
Sylvie's reaction to it was funny.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? That's how anyone should react if some guy just like morphs in like that, yelling.
The funniest one is the first episode when he does it right next to Casey out of nowhere.
Yeah. Because he's yelling.
He goes back yelling.
That's the best one, dude. I think that's it on that. I don't have much more. I'm excited to see the finale this week because I hope they stick the landing and they give us something to look forward to with this Kang stuff. I think this is gonna be like the way that the first season started. This whole Kang's gonna be the big bad. I hope this like pushes it even further because I think Ant-Man and the Wasp or the Ant-Man Quantumania was supposed to be that, and it just did not really hit. Right, if that makes sense. Like it didn't instill that fear as I wanted.
They did. Like the motif of my complaints is that I don't like when people say, "Yo, this guy, you're really gonna mess with this guy," and then they go about seeing them say something and not doing anything.
Yeah, man.
And that's what they did. Now, unlike Castlevania, where they're like, "Yeah," and this person just DOs into the fucking room.
That's which is they kind of did it with Thanos with like how long it took for them to get him in, But I mean, Infinity War and Endgame, as soon as he said go, I mean, we saw how it opened. He
Hmm.
destroyed the whole thing. Went to literally beatboxed fucking and Hulk into
Beatbox.
into a first knocked killed Loki, then absolutely bodied Hulk. Then like he was there with a mission, and I would imagine that like a Kang army would be the same thing. And I hope that's kind of we don't have that fear. I don't have that fear yet. It was cool to see like a bunch of Kangs going, oh, we have an army, cool. But I haven't. All I heard
They
is he's
set
a
up
monster. I'm like,
they set
okay,
up a character as well as Thanos, like another, not him, like another character in less time. And think about what if the Thor episode where he just wants to party all the time,
oh
and
yeah,
then as they keep using Thor as a fucking the final plot device to bring in the baddie. Was it Ultron?
yeah. It's like it's Ultron, Infinity Ultron. I guess would be
Yeah,
is the what's this
boom,
though?
set him up. Already a bigger fucking threat.
Yeah, he is.
At the
Speaking of
time,
which, did you guys
Dark Strange.
did I post it to movies and TV shows? That's coming on in December of this year. What if
Yeah, you
season two?
posted. I'm excited.
I'm already excited because I'm like, oh, we still have that big bad trapped, and if he escapes too, it's like, is this gonna be folded into the MCU? Is it gonna be right?
Here's the thing. I don't know if the Strange that was watching over him is the shitty Strange we got from Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, it might be. You're right.
So that's the case, and someone's not watching him.
Someone's not watching him. That's kind of what I was. That's what I'm afraid about this whole. This is why I was excited and afraid because if they need handling a multiverse is delicate care, right? And it's I don't know if it's been just tossed in like, oh, look at all this multiverse stuff that we've been doing, and it's nothing really. I don't know,
Everything's
nothing.
too safe. That's the
Yeah,
issue.
especially since you have so many multiverses to throw from to pull from. The scene in Madness and Multiverse when all of them
Multiverse of
fucking
Madness.
Multiverse of Madness when we saw other versions and they're like, oh, these are all cool, and then Wanda said no. That's the energy we need for this. That was an insane scene where you were like, oh, I like all these characters. They're gonna be in it, and then boy, did you just did that 180 real quick.
It's really pop offs to
Yep, and that's the kind of energy we need, especially since you have an infinite resource like the multiverse to just bring a new version of them. You know, like
mhm.
the safe thing should be is don't worry about replace. Like you have stuff to replace those characters now, even if it's from a different timeline.
I want them to introduce a show where it's a character that this is the first time they're in the MCU, and I want them to die at the end of the season. I want them to just do shit like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like introduce when you be like, oh, I like this guy. Just straight up Game of Thrones it.
Yeah,
Oh man, this
just
is
Game of
really
Thrones.
cool. And then just last, it'll always be the penultimate episode, right? That's the is that the was that the pattern in Game of Thrones? It was like the
I
penultimate
don't know.
episode, some shit happens, and then you're like, what? Like when did the what is that family's name? The North family.
The Starks.
When did the Starks get decimated at the wedding? When was the red wedding? Like episode 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 8?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was like consistent. It was like and penultimate episode or like the sixth episode. Some shit goes down. We lose a big character, and we're like, what? And that's kind of the energy we need. Like we can't keep
I
we
need
keep
some kind of creativity to stop selling it short just to play it safe.
well, they're selling it
Some
to families. That's the problem. If you look at some of these Marvel comic books, they're not for kids. Like House of M is not for kids, right? Like we
they should be they should be targeting, which they never will, the people that grew up with the first phase, because at this point they're old enough to get more mature
to
and
get
more
adult
creative
content. Yeah, like yeah, you're not gonna be able to have as much people on the seats. I mean, technically, you shouldn't be, but people are gonna bring their kids regardless of the rating. People bring their kids to watch horror movies. You can get adult. Don't worry about losing the cash. If it's good, people will go watch it, even if they're not supposed to be.
And that's the thing too. It's not like the first phase of stuff got deleted. If you want to show kids comic stuff, you already have what 10+ years of stuff to show them.
I don't know, man.
It's just I'm tired. It's almost there. I don't know if I'll ever truly get to the point where I am with Star Wars, or I just don't even try to look for it anymore. Because I mean, I have a connection to Marvel stuff, but at this point, it's just something to watch, and I don't expect anything creative anymore from this.
Loki season 2 is still up there because I mean I saw She-Hulk, I saw Moon Knight, we saw Miss Marvel. That's like this is still my favorite one so far of the new shows that's come out so far. That's because
Yeah.
I like the first one so much, and this
The
and
sad thing is, it's not even saying much. The Secret Invasion was ass.
oh, I haven't even seen that yet. And every time I look through my shows, I'm like, what do I need to start to catch up on? And I see that on there, I'm like, maybe later. Like I have no like I'm like, okay, I
I
guess I'll
haven't
check it
seen.
out.
I still haven't seen She-Hulk. I still haven't seen Miss Marvel.
I had a lot of fun with She-Hulk.
And it's not. It's not to say that I think it's shittily done. Just I don't care.
That's fair. There's nothing
I
like
haven't.
I enjoyed She-Hulk for what it was, but there's nothing like you need to go watch. It's nothing you need to drop and watch, right? Like
Mhm.
Loki season 1, you need to drop and watch, right?
What if season 1?
What if season 1 you need to drop and watch, right? Like they did some really cool stuff with it. The bait and switch in that show was fantastic.
The
I mean, you're in
the
it.
Yeah, I'm in it. The Hawkeye show I liked as well.
I thought it was alright. Like that was
But the other
also.
ones,
I also
everything
thought
else,
that
I was like,
wasn't.
man,
Yeah, the Hawkeye show I enjoyed, but it wasn't a drop and like you need to watch it. Right? It was like, hey, it's fun if you need something to watch. It's not. I didn't. I can't tell people not to like Hawkeye. I can't be like, don't watch it. I'm like, I had fun with it.
hmm But the rest of it, like Winter Soldier, Captain America, and
Oh my god, I forgot that was a
Scale.
thing. I forgot. I thought they
What
were
was the
just.
what was the other show? There's another one that they did. Oh, WandaVision.
That one's so much potential. Like
That when they're
the
like,
end.
oh, this is gonna be horror, and then
They said it was horror,
it was the way the marketing it was gonna be like a
like a psychological thriller or
yeah
something.
like a
Yeah.
psycho thriller, and then nothing happened. Then Multiverse of Madness. Yo, this is the MCU's first horror movie. WandaVision, the squeakle.
No, I thought the Multiverse of Madness I think was way more horror than WandaVision ever was.
Dude, that's not even saying much.
But I would classify sections of that movie to being horror. But again, I think it's just that Disney logo. They can only go. They only want to go so far because like we got to make sure we get everybody on those seats, right?
Meanwhile, they confirmed Blade's gonna be rated R.
That's good because I mean they have to after they let Deadpool be rated R once they bought him. That they can't be the only person or the only IP.
You can't. Can you show death or like blood and stuff in like teen movies? What's the ratings?
I think PG-13. And I don't know, and maybe you can show some blood, but it can't be gratuitous. I think, Randall. I don't know if you know it off the top of your head, but I know rated R you can go pretty much. I mean, you've seen we saw horror movies this past a couple weeks, and those are rated R clearly, and there's a lot of blood. Or so PG-13, I think it has to be like severely toned down. They can't be like gratuitous blood. Like if you like, but if someone gets like punched in the nose and their nose is bleeding, it's fine, right? But it can't be like, oh, watch me just slit my throat or something. Like it's not. You can't show that in a PG-13 movie. We'll see. I mean, I'm again to get back on track of the Loki finale. Big things could happen, but I don't know anymore. I'm
If
just
if they stick it, I'll retract some of this, but I'm not expecting.
you keeping
I'm
your
not expecting it to be
expectations
like,
low.
yeah, I'm not expecting to be like, oh, Loki's Fred Flintstone now. Like, I'm not expecting something wildly creative. I'm assuming they're gonna be like, all right, so what's the safest way we can? The pattern is, what's the safest way we can lead into the next thing we've already fucking pushing down people's throats?
Which is
The Echo
Marvels.
show.
No, the Marvels this weekend.
I don't think this is gonna connect to that though.
Oh, you don't think so in any way?
I don't know. I don't remember if the shows have been leading into the next movie, or if it's been show to show.
Oh, it's been kind of its own thing now. It's because there's so much of it, so it's hard to see what's leading into what. They pretty much, hey, here's a character that's available for us to bring in the future, right? We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to see it. I hope they stick the landing. Uh, but like I was mentioning, Jujutsu Kaisen has been on a hot streak for me. This season has been just nonstop good stuff. Even the prequel stuff is like, oh, you get to find out about some of the older characters or like back in the day, and then the Shibuya incident has been quite the incident so far. So Even villains are popping off that I'm like, yo, that's some dope abilities. The blood dude, that shit was dope. The fucking sniper,
Mm-hmm.
fucking blood. I'm like, that's sick.
That was interesting.
Who else would they show up on there? I don't know. All of it's been pretty.
The fucking Nanami interrogating the guy with the cane. But he bursted through a window instead of going through the door because of how fucking pissed he was.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I just saw what you shared there on Randall. If that's true, that's a huge win for Star Wars. I think, right? If Kevin Feige leaves after Secret Wars to go, you know, helm the stuff in Star Wars, that might be a good direction for them. But again, like for people like Brian, where it's too little, too late. Like you're done with it. It's gonna be hard for people to bring back it's gonna be hard to bring people back to Star Wars. But I mean, for the people who've been sticking it out, that might be fantastic news, right? Because I mean, he did pretty well up until Endgame.
First phase,
So,
he did a great job.
well, first
Like
era,
the first era of stuff.
Yeah.
And then what? Play it safe. Play it safe, McGee.
Well, I mean, even at
Didn't
the
he-
end of Endgame, they kind of played it safe. Almost every single person came back but one person.
Yeah.
So two, you're right. Black Widow.
Black Widow, Gamora,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's three. Well, they
and then
still brought her back
Thanos.
technically. Not her, but the character's still there.
I think, I mean, it doesn't have to be this exact person, but one of the most refreshing people to do anything in the MCU was the guy that's in DC now. That did Guardians.
Oh, James Gunn. We'll see.
People like that.
I'm hoping. I'm excited to see what he does with what's it called.
Mhm.
I know you're not excited because the first thing he's coming with is Superman, but
No, I'm saying like people like him who bring something new and refreshing is what they need more so than what Kevin Feige's doing. Like to a point, yeah, he had a good idea. I don't know. I can't even give him that much credit 'cause I don't think it's just he thought of all this.
yeah, he has there's a team
But he-
of people.
Yeah, but he's synonymous with this, so I guess I'm just using him as.
He's a
instead of-
poster
I
boy.
don't know the whole team. Yeah, he's the poster boy. They need people like whoever did Ant-Man 1 create a creative fucking thing to do because the other MCU movies didn't hyper speed through the origin and then go straight to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians was the first like gang thing that was in space, and then he added a different feel that essentially became the algorithm or like the formula for the rest of the fucking MCU.
Yeah, dude. Once Guardians 1 hit, everyone's like, we got to get that same feeling for every movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh well, you got it now, I guess.
They need to just either place their bets on someone up and coming to do something interesting and refreshing, or start going to the more artsy directors.
Or
Whoever
just
did that was it Werewolf by Night?
oh yeah, dude. Whoever did that was a good short film, dude.
It's these creative people that they need to give them more of a budget and more rein, or like what is it called? Pull back the reins where you give people more control. What's the saying?
I don't know when you get or let go of the reins. You mean
Let go of the reins. Yeah, just a little more and place your bets on these.
or loosen up the leash or whatever you want to call it, or
Whatever
short
the saying is, but
lengthen the leash. You know what I mean?
they make enough money that they can gamble a little more.
Or I mean, I got to the point now where we're in a multiverse. Let them make stuff that's not in the main timeline anymore. Like look at. I mean, not a lot of people like the Batman with Robert Pattinson, but I've rewatched it multiple times. I like the Batman.
I've only
like-
seen it once, but I loved it.
Joker. I mean, everyone it's pretty polarizing. You might love it or hate it, but that's getting a sequel, and I don't think that's tied to the main stuff. Like, let people just make Marvel character movies that just aren't tied to it because we have infinite multiverses. So this is just even if you have to start in the beginning, this is Earth 473 whatever, right? To establish like, oh, this isn't the main timeline, cool, and you can just have fun with it. You don't have to worry about. I wonder who's going to show up, or you can be like, oh, maybe somebody else is Iron Man in this, or someone else is. Oh, look, this the Fantastic Four is already established in here, so you can establish them there. Like, it's okay to just make different time. It doesn't always have to fold into the main one. I don't know. We always end up just spending a bunch of time just hoping and wishing for the MCU to be as great as it was at the time.
I know it's not even any hope. It's just
I also have hope because they say they're making Secret Wars, and I'm hoping they nail it because
They
there's a
really
lot
the hope was out the window when Ragnarok came out.
that happened before Infinity War.
Yeah, I didn't have much hope for it.
Oh, then that's good because you fucking loved Infinity War and Endgame.
Right? I didn't hope for the way it turned out.
Yeah, you did. In your heart, you did. You just don't know it.
Well, there was a 2 or 3 characters I kept saying where they were at the end of first one. So I said, "Where's Peter? Where's Steven? And who else was I saying? And where's Hope?"
Hope. That's what it was. Yeah. Where's Peter, Strange, and Hope? I think as long as those three came back, you were happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were like, "We'll do you one better. We just lose 3. We
Mhm.
bring everybody back." Cool. Yeah, to just to put a period piece here. Period piece, a period at the end of this. Let's see how they take the landing. I'll definitely watch it and we'll talk about it next week. I did gain access, I guess is the word to use, a new anime called Blue Eye Samurai. It's getting some buzz, and it's on Netflix. And it's supposed to be a really cool animation about samurai. Apparently, the action's supposed to be good and stuff, and the story's okay. So I might check that out too. Because I mean, I haven't seen some good samurai stuff since I played Ghost of Tsushima. So, and that was years ago.
You mean dude Neo?
Yeah, I know. Neo, I have my gripes with Neo too. I mean, it's been fun playing with you guys. I'm not trying to be like it's boring or anything. Yes, I have my gripes with it.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? I think that's it. Those are the 3 things I think we watch. Yeah. Godspeed to Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope they keep this train going right up until the end. Like I hope this season ends with that same level of energy because they've been. Every time I hear that intro, I'm like, we're in it, dude. Because it's been consistently, I've been getting something good out of each episode. So
I don't remember if I said it the week before, but the lady with this big ass axe.
she's awesome, dude. I'm all about
The
that.
only thing that I hate about her is the stupid fucking front ponytail. I like her ability. I like her personality. I like the axe. That looks so stupid to me.
I'm okay with it. I've learned to accept the weird, like, fat. What you call that? Fashion, or yeah, it would be
Aesthetic choices.
aesthetic choices. Sure, in Japanese anime, like I'm down for it. The
Okay,
more
but
ridiculous they look, that I can like the whole silhouette thing we always talk about. I
Mhm.
can pick her out of all like everybody, right? And I'm cool with that at this point. Make everybody as unique and crazy as possible. Especially after
Okay,
watching so many parts of JoJo, I'm like, get them as crazy as possible.
but is what pisses me off is that that's her hair, whatever. When she's
Mhm.
playing table tennis is when she does a normal fucking hair, and then she's back to the thing.
Because sometimes she
Why?
needs to debuff herself so she can have fun with the fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's just, I don't like it. I like how she looked in the flashback.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't have that stupid shit.
in the prequel section of the season, yeah.
And speaking of flashback, the lady with the fucking sleeveless turtleneck, I need to see her again. The one that got onto the motorcycle.
Is she in Shib? She hasn't made an appearance in Shibuya, right? There's a
I
bunch
don't
of
think
teams.
so.
She hasn't made an appearance. Okay. There's a bunch of like smaller teams everywhere, so and everybody's kind of broken up.
I don't know what the fuck happened to her. But she spoke to old boy, and then I think right after that
Brainwashed
is
ghetto,
yeah, and I think right after that's when they go back to the current time.
and and something already happened to him since. So with the brainwash stuff, we'll see, dude. Like I'm saying, like that's I personally that because it's on a hot streak. That was the thing to watch this week. And then second was Invincible because it's been a long time coming for Invincible. And I was glad to hear
Still
everybody
gotta
come
watch
back.
that. When is the Scott Pilgrim show
Oh my god,
premiere?
that comes out soon too. I cannot wait. Scott Pilgrim takes off. And with the original cast, it's gonna be great. I don't.
It's nice.
But to answer your question, I don't remember. I think it's the end. I think it's Thanksgiving week, if I'm not mistaken. It comes out. But if can you fact check me on that? I think the 20th, 22nd, or something like that.
Oh, next week,
Oh, even earlier. It's next week.
Friday.
Next Friday. Oh, bet, dude. Yeah, I cannot wait. I've rewatched Scott Pilgrim so many times already, and I'm glad it's coming back.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Um, I keep seeing gameplay of RoboCop, and I might grab that just to play through it because it'll fulfill a fantasy of me being an android, just slaughtering everything in my path.
Keep playing Cyberpunk.
This is different, Brian. This is like a walking tank. Like that whole like how old RoboCop the movie was like him moving slowly and just decimating everything, and him having like extreme force. Like every time I see gameplay and clips, I'm like, I think this is a game for me, dude. Like play it on easy mode so I don't die quickly and I can just walk around just being the fucking gangsta RoboCop. I was destined to be.
Very positive.
Oh, it is it's out now. I thought it was just like preview events. It's out.
Yeah, it came out the second.
Oh, a couple days ago. Okay. Yeah, dude. I am.
You can
My
do stats.
What's that mean? Oh,
There's
you
a
can.
skills tab you can put points into.
Oh, neat. Like you can upgrade to like a Core 2 Duo or something, or
Yeah, you can actually get like porn
like
VR.
like an AMD CPU instead, or
Yeah, you can overcock.
you can overclock too. Okay, that's good. I might give that a shot to play because every time I see gameplay, it's him entering an area and just decimating everything, and I'm like, why not?
I think since it came out,
Some mindless fun.
either I don't remember if it was this week already or end of last week that I wanted to get, but I don't know if I will. It's a game called Racine. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Slay the Spire roguelike, but real time. So you have to actually do everything apparently as you're playing.
But Slay the Spire's like doing spells and stuff, like with card
So
based stuff.
yeah. So but here there's no pause in time. You gotta play your cards before they act.
How does the drawing work then?
Uh, I'm not
Like
too
a
sure.
cooldown? Oh, okay.
I think once you empty your hand or once you click the deck to draw something. I didn't look too much into it, but I know that I saw the idea of it. I'm like, this seems cool. It came out yesterday.
Okay.
And then oh my god, next week's expensive because the Persona 5 Tactics game comes out, and then there's a Metroidvania that I've been following called The Last Faith that comes out.
It's a religious game, or
It looks, I mean, I don't know what the fuck the story is, but it's very Dark Souls-likey Metroidvania looking.
okay.
That comes out.
It sounds like you just need to play Liza P then.
Liza Penis.
What the heck?
And then December is when SteamWorld, the town one, comes
The
out.
city builder
Besides that,
one?
yeah. Besides that, I think that's my year from now. There's no more big purchases.
Like out or is in early access?
Out, I believe, December 1st.
Oh, okay. I can't wait
That I
for
can
them to
think of,
show
because there's no imminent threat of Hades 2. That wraps up my year with those 3 or
imminent
4
threat.
things.
Yeah, because they already announced it's gonna be early next year, right? So
Yes, sir.
I doubt they're unless they do give us a surprise. You know what? Today. Um that's crazy.
Yes, sir. I mean, besides the last character of KOF season pass was they teased it as the sumo lady, and in the teaser they said, "Oh, December 2023." Yesterday they dropped a trailer for her. November 14th she comes out.
Oh, so a week from I guess today that we're recording.
Yeah. Uh,
Next Tuesday.
they said that December is when the next character for Strive comes out. So if it's a certain character, if I see a fucking boxing vampire, then I might accidentally get the whole pass and uninstall something.
Oh my god. Just get the character.
Yeah, but I want to support.
Okay.
I like Strive.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't like Street Fighter 5.
6?
Six I
Oh, you
like.
mean okay, never mind. I'm on the same page now.
No, 6 I enjoy still.
I was about to say, I'm like, I thought you. I mean, you're ranked with 2 characters already. Like, what are you talking about?
It's I've been putting more time in that than anything. It might just because I know it's at Evo, but I'm enjoying it still. I have gripes, but it's not.
It's not
It's
5 gripes.
it's front flips forward, like bounds ahead of Street
Okay,
Fighter
I'm
5.
like, that doesn't tell
Like,
me
I don't even know how to-
distance because you can front flip an inch. I said front flips forward. I'm like, that
What's it called? Like leagues ahead
yeah, leaps and bounds ahead.
compared to fucking Street Fighter 5's bullshit. I mean, that was one of Randall's top 5 games of the year.
That is true. That was quite the statement. Let me say Street Fighter 5. Oh, Ronnie, you want to tell them about your issue today or yesterday? What was it with the lag switching? In
Oh
Tekken?
no, I mean it was just it's nothing new. I mean, like, yeah, I'm dealing with that now.
He came in today. He's like, "Hey man, is there anything I can do with lag switchers, like players?" And I'm like, "No."
Lag switchback.
Yeah, dude. That's the lag switchback. Play fire with fire, because I was telling him that was right. That's why I was hoping Tekken 8 had like the mechanisms in place so you can report players, because that's the only way to combat it is report the player and hopefully he gets banned and you don't have to see him again unless they make a new account, and work their way all the way up. But by that time you've hopefully passed the rank and you don't have to see him. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, he looked so defeated when I told him no. He was like, "No way. What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's you just gotta live with it, dude. There's no. That's unfortunate. Any type of online game, there's gonna be a bunch of bad actors trying to game the system, because who knows why, right? I'm not even trying to speculate why, but they get a kick out of it. It's a fun challenge. Who knows?
I told Randall that this weekend's when they reveal the last character for Tekken 8.
Who do you think it's gonna be?
Uh,
Wait, is it a returning character or a new character?
all I'm gonna say is the leak from months ago has been 100% accurate so far for the entire roster.
Then just tell us who it is. If that's the case, who's the last one on?
It's if for whatever reason, if someone cares about the spoilers for this that watches this podcast, give me 30 seconds of skip 30 seconds ahead from now. It's apparently a new character. It's the illegitimate daughter of Heihachi.
Okay, and that's a new character or a returning one?
New.
Okay.
The only character yet to be revealed in the leak has been 100%.
Is there a chance that character that leaked? It might just be DLC, and there's someone else that they just didn't data mine.
If they push it back, but that's the thing. One of the leaks was the screenshot of the full character select screen.
Oh, then. Yeah, that's the why bothers.
This is months ago. This is before they announced Azucena, the Peruvian lady with Raven.
Uh-huh.
This picture leaked and it was the whole same renders of everybody. So it's not like just someone drew it. It's the same ones that were in the picture
Uh-huh.
is official art for the characters.
I gotta say something for publishers or developers, when that kind of leak happens, stop. Don't fuck around. The next trailer you should show is here's everybody, because why bother? It's not gonna be a surprise then, unless you have
did that?
unless you haven't been follow like for this. I'm sure there's people who don't follow that and literally don't have no idea. Then fine, but if the people who are hardcore about your game already know what's about to happen, save us the time, because when you try to hype up an event, hey, we're gonna announce something, we already know what it is, so you lost that hype already. Go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
When the fucking roster for Street Fighter 6 leaked, you know what they did? They released the intro trailer for the in-game where it shows everybody in the cutscene.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And they did that.
Because you have to
Capcom
own.
of all people.
Yeah, you have to own it. If it leaks, man. Like, you're not gonna get you might get some people who still hype about it. Like, yeah, it is. It's confirmed now. But
that's the thing. Like, to confirm the identity of someone is way different than when you actually get to see how they play. So, like they did with the season pass, they said, Rashida, Aki, Ed, Akuma. These are the people. These are when they're coming out. How hard is it to let people know what they're buying?
Yeah, that's true. Like, season passes should just be, this is what, especially if I'm able to pay money for it, I should know exactly what's coming in. Period. Don't give me a season pass and be like, oh, future characters. Which characters? If I'm able to buy something, you need to tell me what I'm buying. Not, you might get a character you like. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because there's some games that I like enough to just blindly support. I did it with Strive the first season. KOF I do each season because I really like that game and I just want to throw money at them to support it. I don't really care who is announced because I never played prior to this KOF enough to be that invested in specific characters.
Uh-huh.
That being said, they like me because every character I had any interest in is playable already. So I'm supposed to be a KOF and Tekken main, pretty much.
I can see the KOF because you played a bunch of that already. I don't know how much time you put into Tekken though.
Just when I was learning Zafina, but
Oh.
I'm supposed to be a Tekken main is what I'm saying because they keep giving me characters I have interest in the next game back time and time again. And it seems like KOF's been doing that too, so I mean,
You gotta shout him out.
yeah. Shout out to SNK, shout out to Bandai Namco when it comes to the Tekken team and not the Dragon Ball team.
Oh, they're still radio silent, right? They haven't.
To which rollback has not actually been announced.
Sick.
2 years since they did the whole announcement.
Sick. Sounds like Apex with a cross progression.
That's just the funniest thing to me.
I mean, now it's happening, so
In
good.
the time to just add rollback, basically the trinity of fighting games have all released a sequel.
That's something I can think of, man.
If by January 24th, which I think that's when Tekken comes out, if there's no word, just
Stop.
tweet. You'd be like, "Lol, not anymore."
Never mind. We're gonna add it
Okay.
in Fighters 2 or Fighters an extra Z, like 2 Z's, Fighter double Z.
There's no excuse for such a shitty attempt of communication from a company.
It's really bad.
But yeah, this upcoming weekend, last character.
Okay.
And I mean, he's lied before, but he said that they have no plans of any guest characters yet. That'll be down the line.
Oh, that's not him lying. He's just saying not to expect any talk about it.
Well,
until
yeah,
maybe
because
afterwards.
he says that, and then maybe this last character is actually Pac-Man.
That would be really funny.
Because
I mean,
he said
they added a
Tekken
whole ass
7.
thing.
Tekken 7, he said you would not be paying for returning characters.
Well, if it's that character you mentioned, she's not returning. You said, right?
But I'm saying for Tekken 7, they claimed this, and then
They did.
DLC was
Gotcha.
returning character.
Gotcha. I mean, he might have been. You have to keep in mind, it might be his hands are tied because he doesn't own Bandai Namco. Like he's part of the, So if the publisher tells you this is what we're doing,
no one told him to say that.
Because that's what he thought at the time. I'm sure he got the okay from the publisher to do that, and then something's changed. That's above his pay grade, right? Like,
if you don't have the last say on it, then don't say anything.
At the time, he got the okay, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a timeline thing.
If he had to get an okay from someone to be able to confirm this,
yeah,
then don't say it unless you are the last word. No one can change this from happening.
That is not a feasible
That's how
thing.
it should be.
Okay, that's not how any of companies work.
Oh yeah, name 13 that don't.
Well, let's start with Bandai Namco. Let's start with Capcom. Let's start with Xbox.
Capcom never claimed that. Capcom will sell you the same game for decades.
Bro, that's not what I'm saying. You said name things where that is how it works. This is how it works. I'm naming the companies that's how it works.
But you don't know how it works because there's never been an example that shows that's how it works.
I don't need to show you an example. I'm telling you the ones how it works.
But we're in a loop now.
No, because you just said the name stuff. That's what you said.
I literally gave you the parameters to name the 13 things.
And I'm naming them.
But I just told you that you don't know that, though.
I do know that because it doesn't happen to them. So that means their publisher is telling them not to do it. Their hands are tied, regardless. At the time when he said it, he got the okay.
Okay, so that's the exact scenario?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying 13 times it's happened with other ones.
Yes, there's countless. Look at Twitter for any of the people I just mentioned.
I don't want to look at Twitter.
You remember Fable?
Or it got canceled?
You remember Fable, the 1v4 that came out? I sure at the time they're like, we're making this. What happened?
But that's not a bold claim for this. That it just got
A
canceled.
whole ass game is a bold claim.
Not a lie that they said they were working on it, and then they got canceled.
Okay. Their
Not to
hands were
say,
tied.
yo, it's the same thing with like these hunt people, which I hope they don't go back on the word saying, yo, you'll never see a hunt 2 like Overwatch did.
Oh, yeah, that's not up to them.
So that if they were to be like, all
I'm
right,
I'm lying.
Hunt
It is
2
up to them. It is because it's built on their engine. It's Crytek. It is up to them. My apologies.
so they're allowed to say that.
Because they don't have, yeah, because they're the one publishing it.
So that's what I'm saying. They don't have anyone above them to be like, actually, you kind of have to do this.
They may. I'm sure they have investors because there's investors in the engine.
That person in Bandai Namco is the only person I need to hear say, no legacy characters are under a money wall.
Yeah, Brian, I'm sorry. That's just
If,
not how it
if
works.
Harada's not the guy, then he can shut the fuck up.
Nah, dude, that's not how it
That's
works. It just does
You
not how
didn't
it
name
works.
anything else outside of that, though.
I named 4.
I just said it was not the case.
You don't need it to be public for you to know it's not the case. You need to just work in any company, Brian. You always have someone above you.
We need the facts, Anthony, not
Okay.
maybes.
So,
It's the 13.
all right. 11-bit studios. Because you said 13, so I just threw a number out there. I have no idea if I think they're independent. Anywho, that about does it for this episode. Unless you guys have anything else, I'm going to end it here and get this thing posted and good to go. Or I guess scheduled, you know.
Stop making trailers that don't really show us anything. Cough, cough. Happy N7 Day.
No, not cough cough. It's right at you, EA. Thank you for a fucking cutscene of someone walking. What is the game? How do I play? When is it? Like information. Don't waste 7 fucking years, or however long it's been after Andromeda somehow installed on someone's hard drive. Like,
Let me actually look this up.
more.
Game.
Like, for those who are happy that they got 7 seconds, good for you, dude. Not here. We're done with this garbage cutscene. Garbage. You can show me a game. How does it play? Is that all we do? We just walk through a hallway with fucking N7 gear? That's what we do?
2017.
Or Spectre gear, whatever you want to call it?
I was happy to get the trailer, but something should have followed. Like
No.
Watch the Game Awards or something like that, or like a blog post explaining something.
No, he did completely wrong by my eyes. If Brian's happy with it, good for him. You squandered the entire the entire day's N7 day has been for years, and you give me someone walking. You have more than that. Show it. Period. Like we live in a fast fucking pace shit. You don't have gameplay. Don't talk to me then, right? Come back to me when you can show me gameplay, a release date. Like show me shit, because my money's going to that, not to see what your fucking cutscenes look like, right?
But in
engine. I don't give a fuck if it's an engine. Show it running on a fucking console, right? How's it gonna run on my fucking Xbox Series X? Is it gonna explode it? Can it get some frame? Don't show me it before that. That way I know, hey, I shouldn't buy this because it's capped at fucking 30. Oh, look, that looks pretty bad, right? Run it on a PC to see if there's gonna be shader stuttering, right? Do something. Not Epsilon. Someone walking with N7. We know that kind of gear exists. We played 3 fucking games with that gear on. Oh, black and red with white? Damn, bro, that's new. No.
It's a new coat, though.
Oh, shit, a coat? What, you guys got new physics with a coat? That's not going to clip at all? Come on. No, bad. 100% on my eyes. Bad. Don't give me the fucking...
Kind of related to the
That got me
thing you said
tilted.
about playing it on PC. That was funny. Did you see the backlash with the Switch version MK1?
Oh, I saw, it looked horrendous, but it runs.
For the trailer for the Switch version,
Yeah.
they used a PC copy, and there's a frame where you actually see a Steam notification.
That's really funny.
So I thought that was funny when you said shows that on PC. I thought of that, and then I don't remember if I mentioned
That's
it.
also really bad marketing. Like, whoever did that trailer, that PR team or marketing team messed up. It's just small stuff like that gets me so wired up, bro. Like, stop fucking around.
And speaking of that, I think Omni-Man comes out Thursday or something like that.
That trailer still gives me high. Every time I see clips of him, I'm like, that man's gonna kill everybody in that universe, bro. That's it. That's all I got. Do better. Thank you. All right. You're gonna show me something that's been in the making for years. Hi, my name is Said So, and I'm lead gameplay whatever. Here's a walkthrough of how to play. That's what I want to see. Not somebody walking and then we're done. This was an engine. That was an engine for years, right? Because you've been working on it. Now gameplay. Thank you.
As mad as Starfield was, and how much shit they get on some games, I I thoroughly respect the Bethesda approach, where they kind of just shut the fuck up until the game is presentable,
Mm-hmm.
and then they give you a bit of. So what if, like, when you play the game, you realize you don't like it? They show you. They at least give you from beginning to end, and then, hey, you'll play at this date.
Yeah. They were like, hey, here's all the systems we're doing. You can go to planets. You can make out everything. Before I bought the game, I knew what was possible for me to do, right? For the most part, so I knew what was happening. This is like, okay, thank you. You're working on Mass Effect. That's nothing new. We've known that for years now.
The thing too, I know you're trying to end the episode, but I'll say this. I'm pretty sure we're still maybe like half a decade away from that game coming out, because the sequel for Dragon Age is
It's still in development, correct? And we haven't seen anything but fucking concept art,
or the trailer announcing it, and then
which was
the
like
thing
a
of
title card, I think, and some environments rendered.
I don't want to get then the big bad,
Like, fam,
and that was years ago as well.
and there's still people going, I'm so hyped. Fam, you saw nothing. You've seen nothing. You've seen nothing. Oh, you saw a title card. Okay. You should be hyped for this game that you know you're going to do. What do you know you're going to do in this game? Nothing. You know nothing.
You're gonna age dragons.
Oh, that's true. It becomes a. I don't even know what RPG to cook. The Witcher, but you with dragon stats. I don't know.
I get the excitement at the idea of playing another like game for it, because I mean, I'd be a hypocrite, and I mentioned that when I saw the Fable name, I got hyped.
I mean, you took back some insults for Mr. Spencer. So I mean, that takes a lot.
I said some things, and they won't be said again because you gave me what I wanted.
So we'll see. Yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. And we'll see. They might show stuff at Game Awards, but if that's the case, shut up until Game Awards. I don't want to hear. Oh, hey, on N7, 7 years repeating. We're still working on it. Okay, thanks. Right. You know how else you can show me you're working on it? Gameplay trailer. Dev blog or a dev diary. Here's how it's working so far. We're trying out these mechanics. Right? No? Then, like, Brian, shut up. Shut up. What if I have the clip of Dave Chappelle going, shut the fuck? This is it. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. Like, come at me with trailers that show me what I'm going to be doing.
Hey, wrap that gavel up.
Wrap that gavel up.
Different skit.
Yeah.
Applies.
So silly, dude. Hey, guys, get hype. We have a world premiere, a title card, someone walking. Okay? Thanks. I guess I know my control stick's going to work because I push forward, he'll walk.
Capcom is an example of the thing that I was saying about Bandai Namco, because Darkstalkers isn't dead.
God, dude.
I'll retract that one.
They put the fucking dumbest things. Hey, we'll see how this sells. A game where everyone's fucking played already. Why would I want to? You want me to rebuy this so that you can fund your other game? Just double down. Take the risk. Make the fucking game. You go under because of it? Oh well, you lived, right?
You used to have Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil to keep you afloat.
Remake more Resident Evils, fam. It's obviously selling a lot. Whatever, dude. I'm not gonna go on another 40-minute rant on the industry itself.
Best Skullgirls, everybody.
Yes, sir. What was I gonna say? Well, we cool off on this heated conversation here. We'll see you guys next week. We'll probably talk about Loki's finale. Well, most likely,
JJK, most likely.
yeah, more Jujutsu Kaisen, because that's been just really entertaining week to week. And maybe the Marvels. I might go check that out this weekend with the old lady. and I'll let you guys know whether to just avoid it like the plague or if it was fun. Because to me, no offense to, I haven't seen the movie yet. That's where the barometer is at a bunch of MCU movies and stuff at this point. It's fine, or just don't bother.
I've only seen the trailer that they forced
Down our
back when
throats.
Guardians came out, I think.
Yeah, it was Guardians. All right. And with that, thank you guys for watching, listening, sharing, subscribing, following. Did I miss something? That's it. See you guys next week. Bye.